All right. Welcome, welcome. We're about to get into the draft. We're starting in such a timely manner. It's so exciting. This is Coach Matt or Sniper is my end game, and we've got the joint Maritime Vanguard team versus the 867th Hawks. I'm curious what the bans are going to be. We've got Lulu first, so pretty likely that the joint team is looking for some type of engage comp or at least an engage bot lane. Otherwise, the Lulu ban wouldn't do as much. What else we got? What are Hawks gonna get rid of? So we've got a Zoe ban, which is a strong pick champion. And then we have the Ash ban as a follow up. I, the Lulu ban and the Ash ban, I'm guessing are player specific. I don't know that the two of those really share a goal draft wise necessarily. Ash is relatively good at kiting away with the slowed auto attacks, but Melio ban, another disengage ban. Okay, so definitely an engage comp coming in from the joint team. 100%. And unless the support from Hawks just happens to have their absolute strongest supports be Lulu and Melio, definitely an engage comp coming in. Hawks have Ari and Draven coming in as the second and third bans. Very likely player specific. Draven's pretty strong in general. And we have the first pick, Trundle, for the joint team. Trundle is a split pushing monster. And if the top laner on the joint team not only plays a good Trundle, but plays a good macro game, Trundle is going to be a huge problem. I don't have the player names prepared, but as soon as we get into the game, we'll stick with the player names. We've got the Jax pick, so since we have Trundle most likely being played top on the joint team, Hawks picking their top laner to not offer multiple counter pick opportunities. Jax can definitely go toe to toe with Trundle. It's a strong top on both sides, and then we have Morgana support locked in, and that's probably one of the better disengaged picks that are left. With the Lulu and Melio being taken off the board, Morgana is a solid pick based on this draft. And there it is, the Zac. So Zac has a lot of crowd control. Unfortunately, if Morgana puts the Black Shield on whoever Zac goes in on, they won't get crowd controlled. That Black Shield will have to get burned through with magic damage before the person can get crowd controlled again. So the Morgana lock in definitely smart based on the bans from joint team. And then we have a Rakan. So just committing to the engage. I mean, there's a certain point where you just have to go, and Morgana can only Black Shield one person. So the joint team is hoping that they can just wipe out everybody else. Maybe even have the Black Shield get depleted by possibly an AP mid laner. We'll see. We got the Sejuani pick being hovered. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Sejuani locked in for Hawks. Sejuani could offer good disengage as well as good engage. Same with Morgana. Morgana Dark Binding is a great engage opportunity. Jax being able to jump in with the multi-target stun is a great engage opportunity. But the disengage is still okay for Hawks, so I like the Hawks draft so far. And it looks like they timed out on their ban. Let's just check if it actually went through. It looks like it's a misfortune ban for Hawks on the fourth ban. And we have a Nefiri ban for joint, and Nefiri's other name is Knife Dog. So with top jungle and support all being locked in on Hawks, definitely looking to ban a mid laner or two, possibly an AD carry on the joint side. Looks like they're going to ban another mid laner, so taking two assassins off the board with Nefiri and Akali. Ooh, Action. Akali's pretty scary, I'm not going to lie to you, but so is Action. Both of them have quite the invisibility mechanics in different ways. I think I'd like the Akali ban a little better, but Katarina, okay. I like the Katarina ban. I like the Katarina ban. And then we had our last ban on Hawks as Orianna. So I'm curious to see the Orianna ban based on the draft. I feel is very good. I'm curious to see the mid. It's Akali, all right. Heavy engage coming in from joint. I mean, just 100% engage. And if Trundle also gets to split push sometimes, great. Great. And then the Xayah pick. Okay, so Xayah can do relatively well at keeping herself safe uh, during the huge engage from joint team. The Xayah Rakan is also a very powerful lane because Rakan benefits from the bonus damage from Xayah's W. And they're playing against Caitlyn Morgana, which is very safe. I'm curious. The Silas pick. So if it's Silas, the Trundle ult would make Silas very tanky. That'd be a decent ult steal. The Zac ult for crowd control could be good. Rakan ult for crowd control would be amazing. Akali ult for massive damage and mobility, amazing. Xayah ult, honestly, not even that bad. It'll just help keep him alive a little bit. Like he can dodge ability with it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think this is going to be an interesting game. The engage comp from the joint squad is definitely going to be exciting to watch. Uh, you you love to see an engage comp. I'm curious how Hawks is going to handle the consistent threat of engage and the threat of split push. So Jax can go toe to toe with Trundle. If Trundle gets an opportunity to kill towers because Jax is not stopping the split push, that will be many dead towers very quickly. So top lane should be I hate to say, but the two top laners will probably be stuck top lane for a large portion of the game. Jack's split push is also relatively good. It's not quite as good as Trundle, but if either top laner gets a free split push, it's going to be a dead turret or two. All right. So we've got, let's see where the countdown is on the spectate. So the last the picks and bans are actually getting locked in the client right now. And then we'll have a 3-minute spectator delay. If I had to give an educated guess, we're a little under 4 minutes out from getting actually loaded into the game and seeing the action. And that fourth ban was Misfortune. So I definitely want to see I want to see careful play from Hawks this game. There's definitely opportunity for Hawks to catch somebody out. Morgana Dark Binding is huge. Sejuani crowd control is huge. Silas could get good crowd control on a roam. However, if it turns out that they're even in numbers and the joint squad is there ready to engage or counter engage, that could be scary. Uh, it's going to be a good opportunity for both teams to have good wards, good map awareness. You know, where are the laners? Where are the junglers? What can we do right now? And we'll see. We'll see if they make good positioning calls and you know don't make plays that are very risky. This could be a good even long game, which is what I'm hoping for. I think that would be nice. And just looking at the timer. All right, the draft timer has counted all the way down, so we have just the 3-minute spectator delay as the game loads in. PSA for Thursday to not ban Aurelia. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Dios. I don't know. I think there's a lot of reasons to take that off the table. We got 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. I'm going to flip over to the starting screen, put music on for 2 minutes, and we'll get right into the game. Oh, actually, we could do a little pregame commentary. Yeah, go ahead. Jump right in. I like that better than a little bit of music and a starting soon screen. Hello there. Sure, you got a minute. Go for it. Oh, well, I will fix that for next time. Apologies. Well, nobody heard that, but I will reiterate that as we load in. I apparently did not have the chat audio on. Do we have we can take like 30 more seconds. Hold on. Just gonna pause the
But yeah, it's yeah.
just a moment. Okay. Let me just turn on the audio real quick.
Mhm.
Try saying something.
Hello?
All
Can the
right.
stream hear me?
Yeah, stream. If you could just let us know in chat, it should be coming through. It's coming through. Okay, good. All
All
right,
right,
go ahead
sick.
again.
All right, so Maritime Vanguard's team captain here, giving a little bit of insight on what we kind of saw with that pregame with the selections. A lot of CC champs into a comp that is going to be a little bit more engaged, especially with the Rakan, Zaya, and such. It's a very interesting play for sure. You got like that strong lockdown Morgana Caitlyn bot lane as well, so it's going to be very interesting how they play engage comp versus a lockdown comp.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Interesting draft for sure. All right, we're gonna roll in. So, gonna hit play. So, starting the game out, we've got on the blue side the Joint Maritime Vanguards, Druid in the top lane, Azazel Lex in the jungle, Juicy Cookie in the mid lane, Spooky T on Marksman, IOP6 or IOP6 as support against 867th COG, Hawks, Dev Null top lane, Logan Silver's jungle, City and Black mid, Manava Marksman, and Kulin support. And we've got a 5-stack in the Tribrush from the Hawks. Luckily for Joint, they're not invading. If Joint walked into that 5-stack, that would be scary. We've got an invade coming in, though, from Hawks. Just a little miss on the Morgana Q. Just a little miss. Oops, I'm going to take my mouse right out of there. All right. So pretty tame early game so far. Not a whole lot going on. A couple safety wards from the 867th team. Don't really have any tricky business happening. A little late start for Logan Silver's in the jungle, which means he's not going to get a leash, or if he does, Logan Silver's is getting the leash from Kulin, but that's gonna mean missed experience on Kulin for a delayed level 2. We'll have to see if anything happens bot lane because of that. Jack's going in with the stun, or Devnil going in with the stun onto Azazel. Both of them taking a little trade there. Or onto Druid, sorry. Wrong person. So
Yeah, you're good.
Druid's playing Zac, who is pretty good top lane right now with his healing. Devnil got level 2 first and took a good little trade there, but Druid gets consistent healing by picking up his blobs in the lane. And Devnil's struggling a little bit. If we look at the health, that's not where you want to be. He's got the stun coming in, maybe hoping for a decent little trade, but we got blobs getting picked up, and the flash from Devnil, he can't deal with the healing. Druid healing 4% max health every time he picks up a blob, and it was just a little bit too much. No ignite from Devnil. He has teleport, which is good in the long haul, but trying to kill Zac there with no ignite, a little reckless. Oh, and the stun doesn't go off, and Devnil gets picked off. Good start for Druid in the top lane so far. Making it
You
look
know who
easy.
didn't have a good start, Matt, was me trying to get to my mic.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, you're
Oh.
spectating, aren't you? Yeah.
I'm trying to spectate. I'm just listening to you trying to sync up.
Oh, let me do a pause. We'll do a quick pause here. So I'm at 334.
Oh, I'm almost on the money. 334.
All right, starting in, and I'll do it on go. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. All right.
Yep, I'm good.
This gank right here.
You can take right control of that play-by-play, Bowden.
I shall indeed. I shall indeed. How you doing, Tallow?
How you doing, Hyper?
I'm good, man. Nice of you to join me on this side of the rift, rather than on the rift itself.
Oh, actually, Bowden, if you could stream on Discord, Tallow could get the live feed.
I'm also in the spectator.
Oh, you are in. Okay, never mind then. I don't know why I thought
Mhm.
there was only 2 people in spectator. Never mind. We're perfect then.
Yep.
There was 2, now there's 3. All I gotta say is just Kuki. I'm glad he picked up the Akali because we were talking about it last week with his Zoe plays. Him playing Akali makes me really excited to see the Akali plays.
I'm excited as long as he's not playing against a team that I want to win.
Do you want to win? Which team do you want to win?
I coach for
What
501st.
Engage from the Rakan. Zazel trying to come up, gets a really nice chunk of healing, but
Big pillar coming in, maybe?
And the Caitlyn
Whoa.
trap
That was
that.
forever.
I know he's still got health, but Spooky T gets exhausted and just to get
Oh
run down
my
the Morgana. The
gosh.
snare does land, but Rakan goes right back in. The flash coming out from Manava. But I don't know what Logan Silvers is doing. He keeps starting up that Gromp, going back in, but top side now. Nothing going to pan out there. Logan Silvers goes back into the jungle, farming away on that Gromp, and the bot lane itself just kind of fizzles out.
You hate to see it. Azazel getting rooted or stunned for 4 seconds off of the Caitlyn trap and the Morgana Q?
And he had
It was
still
so
such
long.
a good amount of healing too. Like his health
Is he
bar was
coming
still
back
really
in?
full.
He is?
I think he's
Looks
coming
like
back
they're gonna
in.
go for a repeat gank. Oh, but it does not get there in time. And now
Oh,
he picks
here he
up
comes.
one.
Here he
The others don't
comes.
catch one, but Azazel sees blood in the water.
Oh!
That net doing a really good job of slowing him down. Spooky T's health bar is non-existent if he doesn't press B.
That
This-
pressure.
The zoning Q from Coolin was so good. Even if Azazel wanted to get in there, that Q from Coolin was epic.
Spooky
Cody
T
just
forced
burned his
flash
flash.
out of that. Druid forced the flash under tower too. Flash is coming out of both sides from JT Maritime.
Is there no game audio? I can fix that. Sorry, hold on.
Yeah.
Do we not have my audio? It's hilarious.
All right, game audio is fixed. I don't know why, but my OBS reset it again, so I apologize.
OBS is just a functioning program as the Riot client.
You know how old the Riot client actually is?
It's probably as old as OBS.
No, Riot client's actually pretty fresh. At least this version of it. There used to be an older Riot client. I don't know if anyone remembers that. The Riot client back in like 2011, 2012 era, when they were like doing that little 1.2 version or whatever, where they did minor fixes, but this actual new client's a lot more
trying to run down a Sejuani, but unfortunately, Spooky Team gets locked up with that CC again. And Manave is just walking him down. Another snare comes out from Kaliman, and they are just going to chain CC him down. Iope falls to the pressure.
The dark
Looks like they're
binding
playing-
into the traps is just absolutely painful.
Yeah.
I think the worst part is not only it's the dark binding into the trap, but then you see the black shield come out right at the exact same time. So even if you wanted to return like fire, you're not getting much.
Yeah, it looks like Red Side's 867 COG is going to be able to play for that dragon in a minute.
Yeah, the joint team took the grubs, and there's a small window here. They gotta commit though and get the drag because joint's headed there.
Yeah, luckily for
I mean, even if they were in the area, I think just taking the grubs and then calling it a day is the best choice.
yeah.
I love how Druid is forcing this Jax under tower.
Yeah, Devnol's getting bullied. There's no other word for it.
Like, I don't think Devnol on the Jax should be able to do that. But as I say that, an insane gank coming out for the 867. Wow. Kind of just face checking that one. Is it 867? I can read. Yeah, I can.
Something like that. Yeah, the one thing that's pointing out to me is all this vision control in this bot lane. We're really falling behind on all this vision control near that dragon. They just are giving it.
If they knew they were going for grubs, they wouldn't have to prioritize the dragon vision because they would assume they're not going to get it.
Chains land on a Just Kuki right there, but I love what Sading is doing, baiting Just Kuki in to going all in because here comes Logan Silvers from that south side of the river, kind of showing his face a little bit. Nothing, not going to commit anything just yet.
We got a little roam by Coolin into the mid lane.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Just Kuki is going to try to get dove onto, but uses that shuriken very nicely, but the chains are going to land, and the exhaust comes out as well. Nicely well-timed Shroud. Give him in a little bit of breathing room. I do got to say, he played that. I don't think he could have played that any better. As I say that, we got the bouncing blob of the top lane. Druid forcing the flash out of Devnol.
I think Devnol was looking for a ward jump there, and just maybe the Q was down.
The Ignite falls onto Sadie, and the ultimate coming out from Azazel as well. He is slowed up, a really timed well pillar, and Just Kuki picks one up as well. I gotta say though, as dire as that bot lane situation is going, JT Maritime are putting in work on the rest of the match.
Oh my goodness!
Ooh, Devnol.
And Druid just doesn't care. He's just gonna heal.
Yep.
He's like, I'll take the trade.
Take the trade, force the back, and I think the little grub mites are spawning here soonish.
I would expect Devnol to be going Blade of the Ruin King first item and not Trinity Force. I think Trinity Force first may be a mistake. He's not getting sustain or tank killing power, and he needs both of those against Zac and Trundle.
But he went lethal tempo. So
I feel like
that's even better.
Really?
More percent health attacks.
I thought lethal pairs better with the Triforce than
no. Triforce is the spellcaster. That's for his burst. That's for like jumping in and doing big W procs and stuff.
Okay.
The lethal attack speed and the Blade of the Ruin King attack speed are really, really nice.
the problem is it looks like he's building off of the recommended build order that Riot gives you instead of actually the tank build order that you can get on through playing the champ.
Well, Trinity Force Jax first isn't bad. It's just
It's
not
not.
good in this matchup.
It just also depends on gold, and he doesn't have that.
Just Kuki going in right there. That spell blinding is going to miss. Eddie Black looking for those chains. He does find it. Just Kuki is just ignoring him and finds the kill on the Morgana. Now they turn their attention over to Sadie Black. He used that ultimate over from the Trundle.
Double
and now the Shuriken dives back on in, gets the double kill, but Druid says, I'm not finished yet. Looking for something else to pull back. Logan Silvers doesn't find it. They get the pressure in that top side of the jungle, and they might as well secure themselves the grubs.
Yeah, grub's number 2, looking for that 5 or 6 grub buff.
I mean, I'll take 5. I don't need 6, but I'll take 5.
The 6 gives you even more of the little minions. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, but you get at least 1 minion for 5.
Yeah, but you get
Logan's
2 for 6. That's double.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I mean, he's trying. I mean, Logan's trying to contest this. My directed camera trolling me a little bit. What a just. I have no words for Coley's aim on that binding. Like, wow. It's like a magnet.
If we could track it, his bind hit percentage would be huge.
Like, it is massive.
At least above 80-90%.
I mean, every time we've seen him throw it out, I think I've seen him miss one.
That's what I'm saying.
Even when he misses, sometimes it's just a zoning bind and it's perfectly placed. Like, he's doing such a good job.
Oh, I walked into that one. right there on the sliver of that hitbox. So we're about 14 minutes in, Matt. Where do you think the game is headed at the moment? Who do you think's got control? Oh, I'm gonna ask that question a little bit later because that snare finds Azazel. He's gonna get stunned up, and the chain CC is gonna follow. Iope tries to go on in, gets one knockup, and here comes the charm, the swiftness, the quickness, and there's just Tuki finding the jungler. But that is all he's gonna take.
Oh my god,
Here comes Druid diving on in. A double kill going over to just Tuki and Druid, and Sadie is sticking to Sadie in black. But it is Manave and run for his life, but you cannot run away from the Ionia Spooky T.
The roam from Druid there was absolutely game-changing. And you know what? He gets the TP back, and he doesn't lose the turret.
He didn't even burn TP to get down there. Oh,
just
Lord.
Perfect macro play. Perfect macro play from Druid top lane. Absolutely incredible.
Wow. So, it's a pretty even game. Still pretty early in the game, but where do you think the game is heading at the moment?
I gotta be honest with you, aside from the bot lane from Hawks, I think that the Joy team is doing incredible, and it looks like they're looking for a snowball.
Oh, Iope. Ah, that is the support right there. Give that man the NDP.
Ooh.
Gosh, Druid is just being an absolute bully in the top lane.
It's so difficult for DevNull to do anything into that Zac right now. He's just slowly getting picked down a little bit at a time. He's gonna take a little tiny bit of turret damage here and there.
And he's chipping away at that top turret.
Yeah, DevNull just had to use the ultimate ability to make sure he stayed alive. I mean, maybe he could have held it, but it's a very dangerous fight top lane. And this could be some free turret damage. They see the Sejuani bot on wards, so this should be a free turret damage for Zac.
Yep.
I mean, even when Sejuani's been topside, it's been pretty much free turret damage.
DevNull going in, which surprises me. That's not a trade you want to take when you don't have your ultimate and you're just losing health slowly. The trade game is not there.
Oh, just Kuki getting caught by that ultimate from Logan Silvers, but uses everything in the back pocket to try to escape the Shroud. Nicely timed. Gets a little bit of extra move speed, picks up that red buff, maybe gets a little bit of extra health. The chains don't land. And down there in the bot lane, meanwhile, Iope almost getting taken out by Manave, but Sadie in Black is down here on the roam. They know he can't be seen, he can't be followed, he got the kill, he is the Kingslayer!
Did you see the flash from Coolin to dodge the rake from Spooky?
I think
it was
barely
so
missed
good.
I mean, Azazel trying to get a return kill on the Sadie in Black. He does not find it. They get the kill over to just Kuki instead. Nearly dies from a gank in the mid lane, but now picks up a double kill in the bot lane. This man is insane.
There was so many crazy things in that fight. Oh man.
This is when I wish I had.
Here goes top turret.
Yeah, top turret's gonna fall. DevNull can't do much about that. But witness me, says Druid. Very nice flash to get out of that one. But that bot lane fiasco, this is the days that I wish I had a replay function.
Oh man, so there was the excellent hourglass from Coolin, and Spooky had just a massive line of feathers ready to rake to kill Coolin, and Coolin flashed the feathers and did not get hit.
Just stop already. 8-0. Wow. That's one item.
Juicy Cookie is looking to get a Kali nerfed, I think. Trying to just make a case like, hey, this champion is too easy, too strong.
Or is it Kuki just makes it look easy?
Makes it look easy.
Because that doesn't look easy. I mean, it looks easy watching him play, but I know firsthand experience that champ is not easy to pilot. And I love the emotes coming out right there. Really nice spell blinding. But we have a TP coming out from Stadium Black, but they do secure the Herald. They pick up the eye finally, but the fight has started. The chains are going to miss, but that does not stop from the CC that he has to endure. The rest of his team are still trying to get back. Druid timing up that jump. He does land onto Devnal. Just QT uses that short again, get in the back line, and they're just trying to get in retreat. A shutdown. Massive shutdown going over to Devnal. Druid forcing the flash out of there. Azazel gets stopped. The double kill going over to Devnal. Druid forced to jump into his turret, but I don't think that is going to stop the rest of the Hawks from pursuing him.
Of all the characters that could have got those 2 kills, they needed it on Devnal so badly, and that is a massive swing in gold. That's a completed Trinity Force. That's hopefully working on Blade of the Ruin King. There he goes. Oh, man.
Yeah. Whoa, that was intense.
That's so good. What a swing.
I mean that was intense. Like, it didn't look like they were gonna get out of there, but then they didn't, and this mid turret's looking like it's gonna fall. But Devnal, with his fully completed item now, is just walking down Druid. The flash coming out from Logan Silvers. The binding is gonna miss, and now the blobs are waiting to respawn. Is he gonna be able to get in there? Just Kuki dives on in. The stun is gonna land onto the mid laner. Druid manages to live from that. His passive bringing him back to life. That was really good. Well timed. I can't even words right now.
Trundle picked up the first item, Titanic Hydra. Interesting buy. He's gonna be a beefy guy.
I like it. With all the CC, I can see it.
Once he gets that Trinity Force done, he's gonna be a big problem in these fights.
The bush. Oh no. Oh, okay, good. Good. That was a little scary. I do gotta say, the Hawks' vision control over this next Drake is very, very well done.
Yeah, Joint Team has a little bit of defensive warding going on, but if you're going to try to contest a Drake, that's pretty hard to move forward from.
Yeah, and their only vision of the pit just got blown away from that 20-minute River Scuttle. Oh, but Dark Binding is going to land, and the follow-up from the team has showed up. Stadium Black lands the chains, forcing him to use his ultimate. Just Kuki gets popped. Oh, really chunked out right there. Zazel in the river trying to buy a little bit of extra time for his mid laner. Does get stunned up. Spooky T and Iope trying to get into the rest of the fight, but they don't get to it, and the Hawks pick up Drake number 2.
I would have liked to see from the Joint Team there just a commitment, you know, we can't contest the dragon. What can we do instead? Because they just could not get in there.
They did get the mid turret.
Well, that's, I mean, that is the only thing they should have done. Just commit to not trying to fight at the dragon and get whatever they can get elsewhere. Just give the dragon.
This standoff in the mid lane is kind of scary. Just QQ see the very nice, well timed on the shroud, but they found one CC and it was just a matter of time after that. Oh, and now they're just gonna 4-man this bot tower.
The crowd control from the A67 Hawks is just layer upon layer upon layer. Oh,
Druid's health bar.
Big crit
trying to
from
lay down those feathers. I don't know if they're going to be able to survive this one. The snare does land onto Spooky T. I hope tanks that headshot from Manave, and now Coley's tanking up the tower shots, blows that stopwatch. I think that might have been a misclick.
It was for style.
Style points.
We don't have stopwatch anymore. It's just hourglasses left.
Cool guys don't look at explosions, they stasis themselves.
Clearly.
Okay. I was reading the Twitch chat right now. So, where we at in the game state so far? I don't know what.
We're looking objective wise, we're looking slightly in favor of 867, but it's very close. The 6 grubs is going to help the joint squad with any turret taking for the rest of the game, which isn't to be ignored, but the actual map presence right now of the 867th is huge.
Okay. I mean, I do gotta give it to the side of JT Maritime because they. Oh, I just saw that Herald being piloted by Druid right there, trying to get into that tier 2 bot lane tower. And as I was talking, just Kuki said, "Look at me, witness me. I'm the star of the show."
There was a time where it looked like Kulin might be outshining Juicy Cookie, and Juicy Cookie said nope.
Try getting a flash coming out from Deadball, but I, with the swiftness and the quickness, dives on in. Just Cookie picks up 1 kill. Spooky T gets a shutdown and a double kill to boot. Oof.
Spooky T was like a machine gun there.
Dude, JT said you might have won that last Drake fight, but by no means are we out of this game.
They're looking at Baron. They've got 3 dead on the 867 side for about 20 seconds. This could be a good Baron take if they don't get picked off.
Suzuki needs to show up because if he can show up, this Baron fight actually might go really well into their favor. Looks like the Hawks found that 1 stealth ward and that shuriken to land on a Kulin goes in. He jumps through a really nice flash, but flash follow through and they pick off that support. That is 1 down. It's now a 4v5. TP coming in from the side of Deathfall. Man has got that ghost going, and that Baron is going down very slowly. It is now at 900, 200, and they secure it, JT Maritime. Deathfall walks it into the face of the rest of JT Maritime, and they find the jungler. Druid is going to get chased down, and his cell division is now popped. Just the Dragon Pit, so they are going to be on vision while it's getting taken, but it is just going to get taken way too fast.
Had a little stream hiccup there. Luckily, nothing happened. Just the dragon take. Just the dragon take.
Oh, kill bush. Oh, we have a kill bush. Oh, we have a kill bush. And the kill bush is live. Luckily, Druid's the only one that was caught in it. And the chain CC to follow through does not take him out. The stun onto just Kuki, the shroud to keep him safe, but the quickness, the swiftness, and the kills come for the side of JT Maritime. It is now a 2v2. Azazel is sticking to the ADC, and that is a triple kill for Spooky T.
The area of effect, damage, and crowd control from JT Maritime Vanguards was disgusting in that fight. That was so... They steamrolled them.
Yeah. That is putting it nicely.
Yeah, this is one thing I'd like to point out. JT, their top lane in their jungle, has a lot of tenacity on their runes and on their items. They're playing to be a counter against their CC on their team.
I mean, not only the tenacity in the game, but the mental tenacity as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I thought that's where you were going with that, Tallow. You had set it up really well, and then you were just talking about the game. I was like, ah.
Oh no, they got both sides of that tenacity for sure.
And both turrets.
They're really playing mind games now. The Trundle is playing the classic split with Zach, and that's gonna really play mind games on them now.
I mean, they got to respond somehow. So my headphones are broken. If I plug them in all the way, I can't hear anything. But if I have them pulled out ever so slightly, I can hear everything.
Ah.
I don't get it.
Sounds like a technology problem.
Sounds like new headphones.
This game feels less close than it actually is because of that chain reaction off of the last team fight. But what do the A67th need to do to make it back into this game?
They really need to get some objective control.
Ooh. I mean, I think they have really good objective control when they can get to the objective.
Well, they had vision. They had vision earlier this game, and look at their vision in Dragon. They still haven't reestablished any control in that area.
Well,
It's up to 2.
It's a
I'm
little
gonna-
far out at this point.
I'm going to argue that a little bit because when that last Drake take, JT Maritime had to clear out like 5 or 6 wards before the dragon actually spawned. So they had all the vision in the world of the objective. It was just a matter of getting to it at that point.
Yep.
And we'll probably
They
see
gotta-
867 put that ward control back down. The dragon's getting a little less than 2 minutes from up now.
Yeah, but look at the way they're positioning. They're looking to try to catch somebody off guard. A really nice flash coming out of Just Kuki, trying to add a little bit of pressure as Druid makes his way down into that inhibitor turret.
The problem with Vision is with how many people we have centered around top, they're not going to be able to get Vision down there without making their top side weak.
Yeah,
This is going to pressure them so bad.
And we got a minute till both objectives are on the map. Ooh, which one do you go for here? If you are the Hawks.
If you're the Hawks, you quietly cry in the corner.
But which, if you had to pick an objective, Sadie and Black getting chunked out by Just Kuki, but that ultimate from Logan Silvers is going to stop him in his tracks. A really nice snare coming out from Cullen, forcing the flash out of Logan Silvers. Druid, the bouncing blob, bounces on in. Doesn't get much out of that, except his health bar getting annihilated. But look at the traps centered around that inhibitor turret on the top side as Azazel could barely walk in. But Devno channeling that stun doesn't get anybody, and Azazel finds the kill. Just Kuki on top of the ADC. They trade 1-for-1, and the Swifter goes out, and Logan Silvers has to flash out of that one, and the junglers stick it to the other jungler. Here, Colin has to watch as his base is destroyed, and that is game number 1 over to JT Maritime.
I think we should get Juicy Kooky in here for a quick interview after the game.
Alright, I got you.
I got questions.
I think, he's gone.
Oh, he's actually logged out already?
I mean, he's done the
I
voice
got
call.
you. Let me go grab him for you.
How goes it?
How,
Mid
well,
laner, but we got our jungler.
yeah, we'll,
Yep, Juicy's in lobby. Or in team comms. I can drag him in. Or I guess you would have to.
oh, I gotcha.
We don't have permissions. There you go.
There you go, Iz.
Juicy, I have one question for you. How do you sleep at night?
Quite well, honestly.
You're a cyber bully. How? What do you mean you sleep well?
He picked Silas. He picked Silas. It's pathetic. Like, he deserves it. I'm sorry.
That is the most like humble answer I could have ever heard. Hey, he did it to himself. All right, I'm just saying. Oh,
You made it look like Akali was a broken champion.
Well, she is.
Yes.
now do you make Akali broken, or is she actually broken?
I think she's actually just broken with the new items.
Okay.
You had quite a lot of burst damage there on your items, but also sustain from the Riftmaker. It was a nasty little combo.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't gonna build Riftmaker. I was just gonna go one shot, but like, once I got rooted by Morgana and just got blown up, I was like, I'm just gonna build Riftmaker with the tank.
They did have a lot of CC. Zazel, question for you. How did you guys feel after you came into the bot lane and then got CC'd for about 5-6 seconds?
Yeah, that was an interesting one. I wasn't expecting to get, what is it, trapped, Morgana, bind, and then trapped again, and basically just couldn't play the game.
Yeah. So how did you guys feel going later into the game, knowing that those binds were landing almost automatically?
We're
How
going
did you
into it
play
real
around
well. We were contemplating split pushing, and then we ended up swapping out on the fly. Lots of good calls were made, really good communication across the team, really good shot calling and observing. Like, I don't think we missed anybody that showed on vision anywhere. So we just kept on adapting and rotating, like especially at the end there where I think our top was pushing, and then we went up as 4 to top, and then 4 went back mid to keep the team running back and forth, and then I stayed top, and then I was getting ready. I was actually expecting to have to run back mid to get to them until Kuki just decided he wanted to delete people. So then he made it easy to just, we just go forward. Okay. So.
No, I love it. I love it. Matt, you have anything else?
No, I'm amazed at how quickly the JT Maritime Vanguards were able to snowball the game after that one huge team fight at the blue buff on the 867 side. Y'all just really pulled it in and steamrolled after that.
Well, that's all I got. GG, good games. Can't wait to see what you guys got on Friday.
Sounds great. Look forward to it.
I'm going to throw us to the getting started soon screen while we wait to get the next draft set up. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Walk your kids, feed your pets. We'll be back soon.
Awesome.